Today we're going to talk about the power that comes from leading with humility. Now, if you're watching me, I know you're a leader. But we've all been around people or maybe worked for people that were arrogant and they led with their pride instead of humility. When someone's leading with their pride, they're focused on other people's failures versus when they have humility, they realize how often they fall short themselves and focus on their own growth. When someone's leading with pride, they're regularly overly critical and self-righteous and easy to find fault versus when they lead with humility, they're compassionate and they're forgiving. When someone's leading with pride, they feel like everyone should feel privileged to have them involved versus when they lead with humility, they feel blessed for every opportunity they're given. Someone that leads with pride looks at their own life through a telescope but looks at others through a microscope versus someone that leads with humility looks for the best in others. The prideful leader is worried about who's right, while a humble leader only cares about what's right. Everybody makes mistakes, and it's how you personally respond to being corrected that shows your character. I like this quote. There's a thin line between confidence and arrogance, and it's called humility. Confidence smiles, while arrogance smirks. And just because a leader lacks arrogance doesn't mean they're not aggressive and they won't kick ass. And a humble leader realizes that they might not have all the great ideas. The incredible author Jim Collins, who wrote Good to Great, said the X factor of great leadership is not personality, it's humility. Being kind is much more important than being right. Oftentimes, what someone needs is not brilliance that speaks to them, but a heart that listens to them. The higher our station in life, the more humble we should be. A great leader is humble enough to realize and admit their own mistakes. Now, humility doesn't mean you think less of yourself. It really just means thinking of yourself less. Humility is having the wisdom to realize the truth, which is that you can regularly be wrong. Humility involves treating everyone the same, regardless of their station in life. Humility sometimes requires attentive patience. Humility requires gratitude. It's about having the ability to let go of pride, but still maintain dignity. It's about holding your head up high enough to have confidence, but not so high that you're looking down on other people. Whenever I hire a high-level person for one of my companies, Tiffany and I always go to dinner with them, and one of the things we look at is how they treat the people that serve us. I don't care how educated, talented, or awesome you might think you are, because how you treat other people tells us everything we need to know. A humble leader knows that they're a winner, but only because they realize that every person's a winner. Humility doesn't mean that you're going to deny your strengths. It's just allowing yourself to be honest about your weaknesses. It involves accepting criticism as easily as you'd accept praise. Thousands of years ago, Socrates said, "I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing." Mother Teresa said, "I can do things you cannot, and you can do things I cannot. Together we can do great things." I'm Rod Khleif, embracing your greatness as a humble leader and wishing you incredible passion and massive success in your business and in your life.